And obviously the team's not going to have much long to dwell on that defeat, because you've got a big game tonight in the league against Main Road.
Yeah, we have. You know, and that's mine and Kirky's ethics to playing on a Monday night. You know, whether you win or lose on a Saturday, you've no time to dwell on things. You know, you can't look back. You can only look forward. And we've got a big game tonight. You know, Main Road are doing really well, albeit they got beat off Newcastle on Saturday 2-0, who obviously can't stop winning at the minute. Yeah. But we have to maintain our progress in the league, really, to keep the pressure on Newcastle, because, you know, their manager knows that we won't give in, and we won't give in right to the end, albeit they've got to have a blip for us to catch them. But, you know, trust me, Jonathan, we will give it everything to try and catch them. We did it last year, we failed. Whether they'll have a blip and we can catch them, but we'll be certainly keeping the pressure on them, because that's what I'm about, and that's what the lads are about at the club.
Yeah, right. And just finally, Tony, we see you brought in a couple of new players. Danny Dignan, he's returned to the club, and also Gary Burke. What can we expect to see from them?
Well, Danny Dignan obviously is a forward. You know, he left the club last year to go on a bit of a club hunt, if you like. He went to, I think he went to Padiham at one stage. Then he went to Mosley. And Danny's a New Mills lad. You know, he's been up at New Mills for most of his career, if you like. And he's a forward. He's done a lot of damage to us in the past 12 months, particularly when he played for Mosley. You know, he scored 2 against us in the Manchester Cup. So I am aware of what he can do. We need a little bit more firepower, strength. You know, we're putting a bit too much pressure, I think, on Gary and Tommy. So it'll be nice to freshen things up and give Danny a run out. Who's a good footballer, and Gary Burke, well, I don't know if you look at the archives, Jonathan, but if you look at Droylsden, Northwich, he's played over 300, 400, 500 games in the conference. I mean, he's 37, 38 now, Gary, but he's a big, strong lad. You know, he's 6'4", be great on set pieces. He's centre half. You know, and at the moment, Nicky Lomax being in Australia, we've only got 2 centre halves, and that's Danny Jackson and Peter Band. And if one of them gets injured, you know, we're going to struggle. So that's why I brought Gary in. You know, and he's got masses of experience, and it's good to have him around, because he'll help the younger lads. You know, especially with this tight running we're going to have. Yeah,
good stuff. Well, thanks very much for talking to us, Tony.
No problem.
Well, Tony's obviously a little bit downbeat there, but he's still, as ever, full of confidence.
Yeah. Well,
that's one thing that New Mills aren't short of, his confidence.
Well, fair play to him for that, really.
Right, now before we leave the North West Counties, we should mention Glossop. They've won 5-2 at the weekend, and very unusually, the right back, Dave Young, has scored a hat-trick.
Excellent.
Which is unusual enough in itself, but apparently 2 of them were absolutely outrageous flukes, and the third one was a penalty, so that's a pretty unusual hat-trick in itself. Yeah. So well done to Glossop for that. And let's move on to the 2 Divisional Cup semis, I should say, not finals. Whaley beat New Mills Reserves 3-1, so it's another poor result for New Mills there. And Rob Morrisini's Dubholes team lost 2-1 to Grindleford. So it's a Grindleford Whaley final. I've no idea where that's been played. Have you any idea where the final will be?
Not sure,
I don't think it's been decided yet, has it?
No, I don't know yet.
Right.
We'll keep you posted on that one.
Okay.
Right, Hope Valley then, a few notable scores from there. Buxton Town put 6 past Hunters Bar, who got 1 back in reply. The leaders, Dronfield Woodhouse, only just beat the bottom team, Buxton Christians, in the dying minutes 3-2, so they almost had a good draw there. And Brampton and Harpur Hill also both won. Now, it has been a very long show this week, so we're just going to skip the A and B division results, but all the results, as always, will be in this week's advertiser.
Okay, is that your lot?
That is.
Okay, we'll see you next week.
See you next week.